Imagine this. You're walking through your day, trying to keep it together, when suddenly something feels off. You're questioning yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and you can't shake the feeling that maybe you're the crazy one. But here's the truth. You're not. If you're dealing with a narcissist, this is exactly what they want. They want to mess with your mind, twist your reality, and make you lose grip on what's true. In this video, I'm going to expose 5 shocking tactics narcissists use to manipulate you into questioning your sanity. These are the tricks that they don't want you to know about. They'll make you doubt yourself, exhaust your emotions, and drain your mental strength. But here's the kicker. By the time you reach the final tactic, you'll have the key to protecting your mind and your peace. You'll start seeing through their games, trusting yourself again, and never falling for their lies. So hit that like button now, because no one deserves to be a victim of these mind games. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's dive into the twisted world of narcissistic manipulation. Tactic 1. Guilt. The weight of the world on your shoulders. The first and most dangerous tactic a narcissist uses to mess with your mind is guilt. They'll make you believe that everything, every bad thing, every insult, every argument is somehow your fault. Whether they've hurt you, humiliated you in front of others, or lashed out in anger, they'll twist the situation until you're convinced that you're responsible for their misery. You'll start to doubt yourself. Maybe I did say the wrong thing. Maybe I misinterpreted the situation. Maybe if I had just been more careful. They make you feel like you're the one causing all the pain, and they, the narcissist, are just the innocent victim. It doesn't matter if their words cut deep or their actions were cruel. To them, you're always the one at fault. This tactic works because narcissists know you're empathetic. You're the kind of person who cares deeply, who wants to make things right, who doesn't want to hurt anyone. So when the narcissist starts planting these seeds of doubt, you genuinely start to believe it. You begin to feel guilty for things you didn't even do, for words you didn't even say. And that's exactly what they want. They thrive on shifting the blame and controlling your emotional state by making you feel responsible for their toxic behavior. The longer this goes on, the more you'll start internalizing their narrative, until you think you are the problem. But the truth, it's all manipulation. They are the ones at fault, not you. Tactic 2. Ambiguity in communication. The endless game of confusion. The second tactic a narcissist uses to drive you crazy is ambiguity in communication. This is when their words are always unclear, their requests are vague, and you're left constantly guessing what they really mean. They speak in half answers, leave sentences unfinished, and provide just enough information to confuse you. Here's how it works. They'll ask you to do something, you do it, and then they accuse you of getting it wrong. No, that's not what I meant. They'll say, you misunderstood me. But the problem isn't with your understanding. It's with their deliberate attempt to keep things ambiguous. They refuse to give you a clear direction or explanation, yet somehow you're always made to feel like you are the one failing to meet their expectations. The result? You begin to doubt your ability to communicate, to understand what's being asked of you, and to trust your own judgment. You're constantly left feeling as though you can never fulfill their desires or get things right. They want you to feel like you're the problem, that you just don't get them, when in reality, they are intentionally creating chaos by not being clear. This constant confusion keeps you on edge, trapped in a loop of uncertainty and frustration. It's one of the most insidious tactics they use to manipulate your mind, making you question your own sanity, and ultimately, control you. Tactic 3. Criticism and then praise. The emotional roller coaster. The third tactic narcissists use to gradually break you down is a dangerous emotional game. Criticism followed by praise. On the one hand, they constantly belittle you, put you down, and make you feel worthless. They find ways to criticize your every move, your every word, and make you feel like you're never good enough. But then, every once in a while, they'll throw in a compliment, a rare moment of praise, and suddenly you feel seen. For a split second, you feel important, validated, like maybe you are good enough after all. This emotional roller coaster is intentional. The narcissist thrives on creating instability in your mind, keeping you in a constant state of uncertainty. You begin to crave that praise, waiting for that fleeting moment when they acknowledge your worth. But because their criticism outweighs the praise by a large margin, you're left feeling insecure, always questioning whether you're living up to their expectations. You anticipate the next time they might praise you, but more often than not, you're faced with more criticism. This constant push and pull makes it nearly impossible to feel stable or secure. One minute you're up, the next you're down. The confusion they create, the emotional highs followed by the devastating lows, takes a toll on your mental balance. Over time, you'll begin to doubt yourself even more, and the emotional instability they've created will make you feel like you're losing your grip on reality. Tactic 4. Always the victim. The blame game. The fourth tactic a narcissist uses to keep you mentally off balance is constantly playing the victim. They make everything about themselves, no matter the situation. If something goes wrong, it's never their fault. They'll turn it around and make it seem like others, especially you, are the ones responsible. This tactic ties directly to the guilt they impose on you, making you feel like you are always the cause of their misery, their problems, and their failures. The narcissist sees themselves as a perpetual victim, someone who's always misunderstood, always mistreated, and always the one who has suffered the most. This is not just a mindset. It's a manipulation strategy. By casting themselves as the victim, they avoid taking responsibility for anything and instead place the blame on others. It doesn't matter how big or small the issue is. They're always the one who's been wronged, and you are the one who is somehow at fault. This dynamic is deeply confusing because you're forced to decide. Do you treat them like an adult or like a child who is constantly blaming others? The truth is, they never mature past this childish mindset. They never take responsibility, and they will never own their mistakes. Instead, they will make you feel like you are the one who's failing. This constant manipulation is mentally draining, and over time, it can leave you second-guessing yourself and your decisions. Tactic 5. Reversing the facts. The destruction of your reality. The most dangerous tactic a narcissist uses to completely shatter your mental stability is the deliberate act of reversing the facts. This is when they distort reality so convincingly that you begin to question everything you've seen, heard, and experienced. They will take an event that you witnessed with your own eyes, like placing a key on the table, and tell you that it never happened. They'll deny saying things they've clearly said, telling you that you're imagining things or that you're crazy for even thinking so. But it doesn't stop there. A narcissist can go as far as changing the very environment around you. They might move things in your home, change where objects are placed, and then accuse you of being forgetful or paranoid when you notice the changes. They'll use these small alterations to systematically erode your sense of reality, making you doubt your own memory, judgment, and sanity. Some victims have even been manipulated by narcissists that they didn't witness infidelity, despite seeing it with their own eyes. The narcissist will manipulate the situation so effectively. They make you believe that what you saw wasn't real, that you're just imagining things, or that you misunderstood. Over time, this constant twisting of the truth creates confusion so deep that you no longer know what's real and what's not. The narcissist's goal here is to destroy your ability to trust your own mind. You start living in a state of perpetual doubt, unable to discern fact from fiction. This is when true mental breakdowns begin, and the victim loses all sense of their own reality. It's a form of psychological abuse that, little by little, leaves you unable to resist, question, or even trust yourself. And that's a wrap on today's video. I want to hear from you. Share your experiences in the comments below. Has the narcissist in your life used any of these mind games on you? I'm sure your story will help others who might be going through the same thing. Trust me, if you're not aware of these tactics, they can slowly drive you crazy. But now that you know what to look for, you can protect yourself. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like it and share it, so we can help others escape these toxic traps. The more people who understand these tactics, the better equipped they'll be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay strong.